So, good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again. We're going to talk about Thomas Partey and we're going to talk about the goalkeeper situation. Aaron Ramsdale. Yes, remember him, the greatest goalkeeper to grace Premier League football since David Seaman or Peter Schmeichel. Well, he is linked to not Real Madrid, not Chelsea, not Man City, not Liverpool. He's linked to Wolves. Whisper it. He's linked to Wolverhampton Wanderers. Okay, cool. Top Gooners are absolutely crying their eyes out. Nick Ramsdale's probably crying. Oh, he's going on loan to Wolves. Anyway, before we get into talking about that, we are going to talk about Partey to Juve as well. That looks like it could be potentially done in January. Make sure you are smashing the like button. I'll make sure you are checking out all of the other videos on the channel today. I did the podcast with Kenny and Jez and also dropped a video earlier on in the daytime about Ivan Toney and Osman. We've got a video coming tomorrow morning about Douglas Luiz as well, so keep your eyes peeled for that one. Check out Lee Reacts, the second channel. Done a watch along on there earlier for Fulham Wolves, and also dropped a video on there, a couple of videos on there actually earlier on today. One about Poch potentially being sacked, and one about Jadon Sancho. But yeah, make sure you stick a like on the video, leave your comments and supers down below, sub to the channel. Where do we start? Let's start with Ramsdale. Let's start with Ramsdale. But apparently, Wolverhampton Wanderers are looking to get Ramsdale on loan until the end of the season, with a potential obligation or option to buy him. Now, no disrespect, but this is probably about his level, because he really ain't Arsenal level, is he? Let's just be real. He's been all right, but he really ain't Arsenal level. And the reason they're looking to get him is because Wolves are looking to sell Jose Sarr, their goalkeeper, to the Saudi League. So they are now looking for a goalkeeper, which is kind of funny. The reason they're looking to sell him is bids are apparently being tipped to land on the Wolves' desk for around 35 million quid for the goalkeeper. Now, if you're Wolverhampton Wanderers, you're taking that 35 million straight away for the goalkeeper. Let's be real with it. And if you can get Aaron Ramsdale for about the same sort of price there or thereabouts, is what it is, isn't it? Is what it is. And yeah, it's funny because I've seen people saying that he's a top goalkeeper. Ramsdale, he's this, he's that. You know, he's better than Raya. You know, he's the third best keeper in the league last season, yada, yada, yada. Yeah. So far, I know we're not in January yet, but so far, the only stories we're seeing are Wolverhampton Wanderers, which is kind of mad. I can't lie. But again, like I said, this guy's played for Bournemouth, played for Sheffield United, probably around his level if we're being completely honest with ourselves. And people won't like me saying that. I don't really care. People don't like a lot of things I say. So here's what it is. But yeah, I think he will be gone, and I think we will be getting rid of him this January. I can't lie. He played at the weekend, and he weren't great again, was he? Let's be honest. Very, very nearly cost us 2 goals. Shocking with some of his decision making, and just panics everyone. Like, you don't feel comfy when the ball goes back to him anymore. Like, you don't feel comfy. The defenders probably don't feel comfy. He's always putting everyone on edge. And if you're a goalkeeper and you're trying to go for a title or compete for a title or major honours, you can't be doing that. You've got to be rock solid, man. You've got to be like Edison, Allison, players like that, that just, you know what you're getting week in, week out. Whereas with this guy, you don't know what you're getting. When people come out with, oh, but he makes saves, he's a good shot stopper. Well, that's his job, to save shots, to stop shots. You know, a lot of the shots that he saves, he does them for the cameras anyway, overemphasizes them. Yeah. Listen, he's been all right. He ain't been amazing. He ain't been bad, but he's had moments where he's been absolutely awful. And I know it's more highlighted when you're a goalkeeper, than probably any other position on the pitch. But at the end of the day, we need somebody who's reliable, somebody that can concentrate. He openly admits he can't concentrate for 90 minutes. So for me, just bin him. Just bin him. Yeah, and go and get a backup goalkeeper or use the one that's already on the bench, Hein. I think his name's Hein, is it? Just go and keep him as the backup goalkeeper, because let's be honest, Goalkeepers very rarely get injured. So if he gets injured, cool, bring Hein in. Yeah, and Ramsdale, you can go on loan, mate. Off to Wolves you go, lad. And you never know, you might get a better club in the summer. If not, you're going to be playing for Wolves next season. But it is what it is. Listen, he's done this to himself with his stupid errors towards the end of the season. The amount of podcasts this guy's been on. And his dad's probably put the final nail in his coffin. That was probably the last game he'll ever play for Arsenal. Maybe, if he's still here, well, he will still be here because it's next month. Maybe he'll play PSV if we dispatch of Lons on Wednesday. But let's just be honest with it. Yeah, he is not going to be our goalkeeper going forward. So might as well stop wasting time. Go and find a new club for him. He might as well get out of here. Yeah, I'm sure the club will pay most of his salary while he's there if it's a loan, and then just bin him. Yeah, and get a fee for him in the summer. Or if we can get a fee for him now, even better. But yeah, I ain't seen no other big clubs coming, that's for sure. Anyway, here's what it is. Let me know your thoughts on Aaron Ramsdale. Where do you think he'll end up? How much do you reckon we can get for him? And yeah, leave all of that in the comment section down below. Let's talk about Thomas Partey, another one. DJ Khaled, another one. This guy seems to have disappeared off the face of the planet. Where is he? Where are you, Thomas? Where are you? Where's he gone? I have no idea where this geezer's gone. He's just disappeared. And for weeks and weeks and weeks, there's been rumours of Juventus getting him, and rumours of him going to Saudi and stuff like that. And I think that's probably the only two destinations, if I'm being honest. I think Saudi, I think he's coming to the end of his career. He's very injury prone, according to our medical team. Whether you believe in that or not is entirely up to you. Is what it is. But I actually think he'd do all right in Italy. And Juventus could be the destination, couldn't it? Again, we're not going to get a massive amount of money for this one because he's only got about a year left on his contract, I think. So, when I'm looking at the Juve midfield last night, and I'm looking and I'm seeing like Rabiot still running around, McKennie running around, yeah, and Nicolucci. Like, I mean, come on, their midfield is due an upgrade real quick, isn't it? Real quick. So, wouldn't surprise me if Juve went in for him. And I think if he went to Juve, I think he'd look all right. I can't lie. I like Thomas Partey. I think he looks all right when he plays for Arsenal. Yeah, people are bang on about the last bit of last season. Yeah, when he was running around like headless chicken. That's only because he was trying to cover Rob Holding. And Rob Holding running around like an idiot. Gabriel Magalhaes then trying to cover him. Partey trying to cover him. And you can't do it all on your own. The last time Thomas Partey played for us, we beat Man City. And he was integral in that goal. So I see a lot of people just dismissing Partey. Sorry, bear with me. This acid reflux is still kicking in. It's horrible. Yeah, I see a lot of people still waffling about, oh, but Declan Rice is better. How about playing both together? How about do that? I didn't see anyone hyping up Declan Rice until he joined Arsenal. Now all of a sudden, Thomas Partey is the worst thing ever, and Declan Rice is the best thing since sliced bread. Like, you can have both of these players, but clearly the manager don't rate Thomas Partey like that anymore. Whether that's to do with on-field, off-field, whatever, maybe a mix of both. Maybe the fact that maybe he is injured. Maybe he is getting all these injuries. Who knows? Who knows? I'm sure it will come out one day in about 10 years' time when he's no longer here, and he'll write a book or do an interview or a podcast or something like that. But the fact of reality is he ain't going to be part of our plans going forward. And that's a big miss for us. And we need to go out there and replace him, because without his work ethic in midfield, and being able to actually dictate play and control the play, and actually shielding the back four, getting forward as well. Please don't shoot, but getting forward as well. Yeah, I actually think he's going to be a massive loss for us. There's no coincidence that we're not playing that great this season. He ain't played. Like, for me, I think he was our most valuable player last season. Like, he was the one that if he weren't in the team, you're like, oh, Partey's not playing. Cool, yeah, we've got Declan Rice there now. Different players. Yeah, and we thought that we were buying Declan Rice to complement Partey and vice versa. Obviously, it hasn't worked out like that, has it? So it is what it is. I'm sure he'll move on. We ain't going to get a great deal of money, maybe 10 million, something like that, if we're lucky. And yeah, like I said, he's got about 18 months left on his contract. We ain't getting a lot of money for him, but frees up space in the squad to go and get someone else. So they better be out there active, working now to try and be getting bodies in for January, because if we are letting him go, we need a replacement. But let me know your thoughts on that, on Aaron Ramsdale. Where's he going? How much is he worth? Do you think he's better than Raya? Would you keep him? And same with Thomas Partey. What would you do with Thomas Partey? Would you sell him? Would you keep him? Where do you think he ends up? Do you think he'll end up in Saudi? Do you think he'll end up Serie A or somewhere else? You let me know. Leave it in the comment section down below, people. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Share the content around. Check out all the other content on the channels. Lee reacts. And I'll be back again tomorrow with another load of uploads. And I will also be back on here with rants tomorrow as well. So that should be good. And we're out of here, people. Laters.